It is a really bright day today, guys. But I'm out here, I'm testing out the DJI Ronin, and I got my Nikon D800 with an 85mm 1.4 lens on the camera. And I'm just walking around in circle because I'm using the intelligent tracking software on the gimbal, and I'm also using the Rode Wireless Go, WirelessMe Go mic kit. And yeah, so this is just an experiment. I don't know if I'm walking in the right radius that I should to stay in focus, because I don't have autofocus on this lens. But nevertheless, so there's this technique called there's this phenomenon called the Pulfrich effect. And Pulfrich. I've seen this video on YouTube where I was talking about this effect that makes things appear to be three-dimensional. And it was a video from like, 10, 15 years ago, and this guy is like talking in a circle around a person that's holding the camera. And as he's talking, the background is obviously slowly moving because he's walking in the opposite direction. But he says that if you take a pair of sunglasses and you remove one of the lenses out, and you cover one of your eyes with it, your left eye, I believe, that the information going to your brain from the left eye will slow down, and that delay in information, when it syncs with the right eye, it creates this like three-dimensional look. So it makes things kind of pop out more. So as I'm walking around, the background going in the opposite direction and me in the foreground, I would appear to be three-dimensional from the background. I would appear to pop out more. And he had this example, like if you stop, then the effect will probably go away. You know, you might see a little bit with like hand movements, start walking again. So I've been curious about doing this with this gimbal, because the gimbal can move in 360 degrees. And I've had the DJI Osmo Mobile 3, and I can't do a full 360 degree rotation as I can with this. So been curious to see what this might look like. And I might just be rambling because, of course, I want to come and check the camera. But yeah, this Pulfrich effect is like another version of you using like the stereogram glasses, or the Real D cinema glasses that you might get at IMAX-based theaters and stuff. That would they have circular polarizers, and the two films are being displayed at 144, I think, frames per second. But the kind of hardware to do that is expensive, plus the specialized glasses that you'd have to wear. But this Pulfrich effect has been really unique to me because pretty much anybody can shoot it. It's really just a high frame rate video, 60 frames per second. I would love to see something displayed at 120 frames per second online, but we don't have sites that are doing that just yet. And you know, your basic 1920, 1080 high definition video, and then whatever you want to shoot with it, any kind of movement. And as long as you have those sunglasses or any neutral density filter to cover one eye, you can pretty much see this effect. So it is a cloudy day, and I don't mean to be like squinting my eyes, but you know, like I said, this is just a test, and hopefully this video turns out good. I mean, I'm walking around in a circle and looking like I'm about to get into a fight with the camera. Like, what do you want to do? You ready? You want to go right now? Let's make it happen. This shallow depth of field with this 85mm prime. But you know, one thing also to pay, one thing that I noticed and I learned is that the 70 millimeter, 77, 72, and 85, somewhere in there is about the same focal length in a sense as human eyesight. So don't quote me on that. But shooting with these and then having that shallow depth of field, but the main difference that we have is that we can focus on something about what, maybe about a foot away from our face to infinity almost instantly, as if we have some kind of bellows system in our eye that allows us to focus like that. And then obviously, you know, our pupils being the iris and, you know, your pinhole, and obviously everything will be in focus to where if you're looking at something in a light, in a really dark room, I don't know why I said light, everything in the background will be like blurred as you're looking at the object. But here, anything you look at could stand out, but that's because we've got, you know, you get the point. Your left eye and your right eye, and information slowly being processed in one eye over the other makes things appear to be three-dimensional, and that affect me. And further, notice when you go and get glasses done, you get some prescription glasses and you're like, oh my gosh, I can almost reach out and touch stuff. So it's a beautiful day for a walk, don't you say? So I'm just gonna put my hand up, because the DJI should stop tracking me once I've put my hand up. And just trying to think, it's another way to just cue off and be like, all right guys, y'all have a good day, and then wave out and walk off frame. I hope it recorded all of that. That's crazy.